Good morning and welcome to my broadcast. My name is Scretching, better known as C Scretch on all social media. I'm an inspirational speaker and author, and it's my mission to be a reminder of your greatness that I know already lives inside of you. And right now I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana for, you hear my voice is already going out. I was up late last night. But I'm in New Orleans, which is like a sister town to where I grew up in Mississippi, and I'm here for the 2017 Essence Festival, and I go every year. It's an amazing event. It's a place where I kind of go to recharge and to get empowered, be inspired, and to really just feel the energy and connection of all of these beautiful people that, fly into the city and that are there, whether they're trying to grow a business, whether they're there for the music, the culture of the city and the yummy foods. It's just a really good time. So I've really been enjoying being here. But on this broadcast, I really wanted to talk about some of the takeaways that I got last night. Good morning. How's it going, Nikki? And good morning, everyone. If you want to pop in the chat, a quick hello, or if you want to chime in and say where you're viewing from, I'll feel free to give you a shout out as I'm talking this morning. But last night I had a lot of takeaways. There were some great empowerment sessions yesterday, and it really just got me thinking about It really got me thinking about the power of visuals and what it is that we're seeing. So if that's something that you feel is useful, or you want to share this out, feel free to share this broadcast. You can do so various ways. You can share here, Twitter, Facebook. You can invite your friends, and you can also click and follow me if you like what it is that I'm discussing. Good morning, Janae. How are you doing? And thank you for everybody that's in here. So yesterday was this really amazing day, like Essence Fest always is, because again, it just really lights me up. Oh, are you? That's so cool. Good morning, Lisa. Yeah, I love Arie, and we're going to get to her really quickly. But the first thing that really hit me, and I really want to write about this because it was so powerful. I was sitting down, me and my friend were sitting down in one of the empowerment sessions in the convention center. And at the empowerment sessions, they have people come out. Sometimes they're actors, they're activists, they're from all walks of life, but they're there to really inform you, inspire you, encourage you, and empower you. Good morning, Naturally Do. Hello, hello. And so in this one session, there was this like powerhouse, amazing panel. And if you follow me on social media, you know I've been tweeting out about it and things and snapping about it. But it was April Ryan, Lovey, I forgot her last name, but Lovey, probably know her as Awesome Lovey or whatever, and Angela Rye, and then it was April Rain, and it was moderated by the editor-in-chief of the magazine. So it was so amazing. And at one point when they were calling each person out, they would pop up on the screen their headshot and like a quick, their title or their quick bio and their social media. So there was this little girl who was sitting next to us. She was maybe about 6 or 7 years old, little black girl, really cute, and she was there with like her grandmother or someone. And the minute that they called out, I believe it was Lovey, she came out, and then they flashed the bio, so it showed her headshot. And in her headshot, she's doing one of these numbers, and it's like I caught it really quickly, but the little girl next to us looked up at the screen and saw her picture, and then without even thinking about it, the little girl also mimics what she saw the woman doing in the photo. Hello, how's it going? Thank you for being here. And then it hit me in this really powerful way, because that mimicking that she did just made me realize that what we see visually, that are reflections of us, kind of like shape and determine what it is in our minds we think we're capable of, what it is that we think we can do. Thank you for sharing out, and thank you for the hearts. Who it is that we can see ourselves becoming in our future, and really just what's possible for us. And so it was just a powerful moment to see this girl who saw someone on a big screen that is in this, amazing position and on this platform look just like her. And she is proudly mimicking this person that looks like her. And I think about that growing up. How many of us could say that we had these figureheads to look to, or these images to look to, or we go, that's me, you know, whether it was in a beauty products ad, or whether it was the dolls or the toys that we played with, or the people that we saw in these powerful positions on TV. And I really know this. I was an advertising major in college, and visuals were a big deal. You know, it really impacts our psychology, and we don't even know it half the time how much it impacts our subconscious mind. And so when I think about this, when I think about this, I think how important it is that we become consciously aware of what it is we're taking in visually, the power of visuals. And so that's my question to you this morning. What are you seeing? What are you viewing? What are you taking in? Because you may or may not know it, that it is a part of what's feeding you and impacting your life. And so on the flip side, bringing in Arie, it is so important to have these figureheads and these role models and these people in front of us that are put on these platforms and do amazing things, that are reflections of us, and do shine back in those reflections and in those mirrors the goodness that's within us. Because you could be taking in an image from someone and taking all this negativity. You may see someone and see a stereotype, for instance, right? You may see, you know, as a black woman, you may say, well, we're known as angry black women, and you may see that stereotype played out in front of you in roles or in movies and visuals that you're seeing. And what do? You internalize and say, that's a reflection of me, so I'm going to take that on as my identity. That's why it's so important to have, one, a variety of visuals and people, and you know, that we can look to and that we can see. And it's so important that we're not taking in things that are negative. Well, thank you. But yeah, it's so important. And I remember even just being here at Essence, I'm a woman of color. I am half Native American. I am half black, pretty much Creole, whatever you want to call that. So I've basically grown up in America identifying as a black woman, you know, in my area. And to be in this sea of beautiful black women and women of color, like at Essence Fest, and seeing the variety of hairstyles and the different hues and shades of skin tone, and it just, oh, it's just so, like, I can just eat it up and take it all in. I'm in Louisiana now. It is such a great thing to see these reflections of people who are proudly, you know, just celebrating who they are. And it's so important because I don't remember growing up seeing those visuals. Like when I was younger, my hair used to be, it hit that Tia and Tamara stage, like when I was in middle school, and that it was so poofy, so big. And here I am seeing like Diana Ross last night in concert. I'm just like, I wish somebody would have told me like this was an amazing, you know, hairstyle to just wear it out and free and natural, and even if it gets really overwhelmingly big, to just own it, because like now I can walk around and see that all over the place, and I think it's gorgeous. But I didn't think it was gorgeous. I didn't think having poofy hair, big hair was this amazing thing. I thought this was a mistake that I've been given that I have to find a solution for. And so I permed it and I did all these things because I wanted it to be straight and I wanted it to be easy maintenance. And it's not to criticize what it is you want to do and what choices you want to make, if you want to wear straight hair or not. But it is about being able to embrace the pieces of us that we feel are wrong and mistakes. And a big way of doing that is the visuals we see and the visuals we take in. And so moving on to Arie, which I love. I don't know how many of you love Arie. If you love Arie, let me know, because you are definitely in the right space, because she is just this embodiment of beauty and light and this loving energy that is so fun. It's just, she's amazing. And so she has a thing called Songversations that she does. She doesn't just sing to you, she brings this beautiful message. And so last night at the concert, she went before John Legend, who was also amazing. Yes, all the Arie fans, you can tap the screen, throw some hearts, love Arie. So if you know how the setup was, and if you follow my Twitter yesterday, they had these two big screens on the side of the stage, and so they had different visuals going up when different artists were performing and stuff. So for her performance during her songversation, and she already has these positive, impacting words and messages in her music, she also added to the mix these beautiful hues of color with simple words on them. Oh, genius, genius, genius. So every time she sung a song, you would see love, trust. On one side, love, on one side, trust. You would see worthy, spirit. You would see empowerment, beauty. One that I tweeted out yesterday, because my phone was dying, I wish I could have gotten more. I would have literally done a scope on her, was love yourself. Oh, and again, what we see is impacting us and shaping us. She knows this. She's very smart for this, because whether or not those people, at the concert were there, not for, the spiritual aspect or the songversation and this concept, they were getting in these messages that were reflecting back the beauty, the inner light. Yes, exactly, Lisa. Simple but powerful. Words are so powerful. What we see, what we eat, what we take into our subconscious mind and our spirit, they literally are shaping how we feel about ourselves, how we view our world, what our perspectives are, whether we're in these good high frequency vibrations where we're in gratitude, or whether we're plummeting in these really low, icky, miserable feeling, negative, vibrations and attitudes. And so to be in the presence of her doing this, it literally lifted my spirits. Like, I felt refreshed. Like she said, it was healing, and it was so impactful. And so I just really wanted you to take away from what we're discussing in my little recaps of essence is to really be conscious, to really be aware of what it is that you're taking in. And you have a very proactive role and responsibility to what it is that you take into your life. You can go out, and I always advocate for this because affirmations have been such a big, huge part of my journey and my change. Go out and buy words of affirmation. Go buy those canvases, or make one that reflect back the light that you are. Because sometimes I feel really down, and I don't know if I'm going to continue to try to be this entrepreneur, or if I'm going to try to get rejected anymore for speaking engagements, and should I go this way, should I go that way? It feels overwhelming. And then in my office, I turn to the left, and here's this beautiful canvas that says, you got this. And I need that every time when I'm at my mirror in my bathroom, and I go past the mirror, because the mirror will get you sometimes. You wake up in the morning and you're like, ooh, I look a mess. Or thank you so much, Janae. Or you want to, for me, it's always been the grabbing of my stomach, because I don't know, something after having a child, my stomach never went back to its regular shape. I had a C-section. It sits weird now to what it used to, and there would be this part of me that wants to grab it, oh, I want you gone, because I used to do that when I was younger. And there's this little this little tiny slip that looks almost like a fortune cookie paper, and it says accept yourself. I literally put in this frame, cut out magazine words, and put it together that says be yourself, love yourself naturally, something like that. It says in my bathroom, and I read those things. And even in my bathroom, there's these phrases where it just talks about strength and things. But I have that stuff everywhere. I mean, I have it everywhere. You deserve to have everything you want. We need to keep around us and surround ourselves with things that are reflecting our highest good, our inner light, that encourage us, that uplift us, that inspire us, so we don't dare on those days where it's hard give up, that we don't dare for a second think or doubt about our worthiness and wonder if am I even enough, am I good enough, am I on those days. You need those visuals, you need those things to remind you and reflect back, even in friendships, even in what it is you take in day to day, your content, your media, the advertisements you watch, the songs that you listen to, you just have to be very consciously aware of how it impacts you, because you are a responsible party in how that happens and what it is and how that's going to breed your future. But it is very possible to be proactive and to take charge of your life and change around your thoughts. So I just really wanted to come in and talk about that, because it's very inspiring, very inspiring. Big ups to India Arie. Essence Fest, you're amazing. You put on these amazing events with beautiful conversations with wonderful people, and you have recharged me and empowered me and kind of kicked me in the butt to get back on it. And so I needed this, and I hope that this has served you this morning that's viewing. Feel free to connect with me all over social media at Scretch, all over. I mean, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, just, come cyber stalk me. And then if you want to connect with me further, you can find me at crystalscretching.com, and definitely subscribe here so when I pop back on, you can get a notification that I'm here and you can pop in and join in. Thank you so much, Nikki. Oh, good. I'm glad I scoped too. It's good to have these conversations with my people. I know that you feel where I'm coming from, and it is very cathartic to discuss these things. And really, when you have something within you that you know is very knowledgeable and that has helped your life, share it out. Don't harbor it. Share it. There's so many of us that need to hear your message and your stories and witness your gifts, because it's the very piece of our puzzle that helps us get further along. Yes, so good to see you too, Naturally Do. And let me say hello to a few more of you. How does this thing work now? There we go. They've changed Periscope around on me since I've I don't know how to see the people anymore. Well, I'm just gonna say hello if you're in here. I could not see where the broadcast, where it shows the list anymore. I guess I'm gonna have to take another training on this thing, but I love you, sending you all kinds of love, sending you all kinds of light. And if no one has told you, you are enough just as you are, just for being who you are. Almost like this feeling of F everybody else that does not see it. Know within yourself, you are enough.